All right, how's it going, everyone? Today, let's jump in. We're going to talk about, man, my beard is looking scraggly. I need to shave it. We're going to talk about training again and that everlasting athlete, kind of that methodology, what it means, and why your training is not getting you where you want to be. If you are trying to be athletic, you want to be athletic for life. You want to be able to do all the things you used to be able to do, not in sprint and jump and run, crawl, climb, lift without worrying about getting injured or worrying about being embarrassed or having the confidence just in everyday life to do all things, to look good, to feel good, to move good. And the problem is that you are training to be fit. You're training to be in shape. What does that even mean? Like, if you really think about it, fit is just some standards that is it the regular standards that people, our average society has of where most people are out of shape in anyway, overweight anyway, can't even do push-ups or pull-ups or have a resting heart rate above 60 and all this stuff. Like, fit is, yeah, that could be part of the process, but your problem is you're just training to be fit and you don't really even understand what that means. You go to the gym, you just you typical bro workout, you hit some bench, you hit some arms, and maybe walk on the treadmill a little bit, and then you repeat that over and over again. And then you wonder why you aren't able to do the things you used to be able to do. You don't feel great. You just have some, maybe a little bit of muscle or whatnot, but you can't perform. You can't do the everyday tasks, getting up the stairs, playing with the kids, getting out the toilet without all the pain and aches, or just feeling slow and sluggish, kind of like you're walking through quicksand or concrete. That's what training to be fit is. You just train to look good, that aesthetics part. And if there's nothing wrong, if that's what you want, that's what you want. But I know if you're watching this, you want more than that. You want to be that walking weapon. You want to be able to jump into a pickup game with your buddies at the basketball court at the park. You want to be able to race your kids when they challenge you to a race, or outperform your kids in lifting or basketball when they challenge you. You don't want to let them win. You should have the option to let them win rather than let them force them to beat you, rather than because you're still athletic. You're still able to do those things. You should still be able to play town baseball or tennis or go for a swim or go for a hike or go for a long bike ride. All these activities, these athletic feats, swing a club, swing a golf club, swing a bat, swing a racket, shoot a ball. These athletic things that you aren't doing because you're fit. Because fit doesn't mean healthy. It doesn't mean athletic. That just means, oh yeah, you look good maybe. And most of the time you don't look good because you are missing so many aspects of training to be that walking weapon, to be that everlasting athlete, to be able to perform, not just in the gym, but in sports, in your everyday life, with your family, with your kids. That is what it's all about. That's what being an everlasting athlete is. And if you're watching this, you want that more. You don't want to just be fit, because fit is pretty easy. Like, you don't have to do much to be fit, and it's not going to get you where you want to be anyway. You can being fit will be part of the everlasting athlete journey, because you are going to be able to do athletic things. You are going to be fit. You're going to be in shape. You're going to look good. You're going to feel good. You're going to move better. But if you're just trying to be fit, you maybe just look good. So you're missing a lot of the good stuff. That you got that show, mate. You got the show, right? But you have no go, so to speak. So you can't do anything. Yeah, someone might look at me like, oh yeah, he's pretty in shape. But then they race you or watch you throw a ball or shoot a ball or swing a club, and you just look goofy and unathletic. Yeah, if you want that, go do that. That's not me. You can go do your powerlifting and stick with that, but that's not what we do here. We are trying to be that weapon, weaponize your body, and not in a bad way, in a good way. So you, again, can do everything in life you want to do. And how do we do that? We need to train to perform. You need to train to be explosive. So you're jumping, you're sprinting, you're throwing, kicking. You are going to be doing acceleration and deceleration, cutting, changing direction, agility, playing different games, different small-sided games to get yourself reacting and competing against other people. I mean, there's nothing more athletic than this kind of stuff. That's where most training programs miss out on. Is that, yeah, sure, they got some lifting, and we're gonna do lifting. We're gonna lift heavy. We're gonna lift fast. We're gonna challenge the body in different ranges of motion, different movements, different loading patterns, different tools to load. The squat, the hinge, the push, the pull, the lunges, the the carries, the rotating. We got all that stuff. You do all that stuff, but that's not all you do. You have to do the explosive stuff. You have to do the movement-based stuff, crawling, climbing, just again moving your body in different ranges of motion, mobility type stuff. But making it not just let's just do one set of 10 once a week on these this hip movement. It's about doing the stuff that actually matters, and it's actually going to get you the results. Because I did a recent video about you lose it, you don't use it, you lose it, and that's we spend so much time thinking about the olden days, the good old days of we used to be athletic, we used to be fast, strong, powerful, could shoot, could throw, could jump. Now you can't do any of that because you don't do any of that. That's why. And doing this, including all this stuff in your training, is going to help your body remember it, and it's going to help your body never forget, because you're not going to lose it because you keep doing it. Sure, you might get a little bit slower as you get older. You might not have as much strength or power or stamina, but you still got more than the normal person at your age. And this is not, we don't want to be normal. We want to be weird. We want to be crazy. That's fine. Psycho, whatever you want to call it. That's what the everlasting athlete is all about. It's about being different. I used to be so concerned about fitting in and trying to be like everyone else and do all the stupid stuff, the drinking, the partying, that stuff, and realize that stuff's a waste of time. I want to be weird. I am weird, and I enjoy being weird. I enjoy being looked at as like, oh, he's weird because he's eating actual real food, or he's training every day. He's weird. That's weird, then bring it on. I like that. That's what the everlasting athlete, that's what it's all about. It's not training to be fit. Because if you are doing explosive movements, you're sprinting, you're jumping, you're cutting, accelerating, decelerating, crawling, climbing, throwing, lifting heavy, lifting fast, playing different sports, that's going to get you not only fit, but you are going to look better. If you combine it with nutrition and sleep and all the other good healthy habits you should be doing, that's part of the everlasting athlete program or protocol, and being your best self. But you're going to look great. You're going to feel good. Most people don't even know what it's like to feel good, because they are just training to look good, to be fit. But you're going to actually realize how good you can feel and how bad you actually have felt over the years because of the way you've been treating your body, and you're not been giving it what it needs, the power, the speed, the explosion, all these good training qualities that you can train, giving it different tools, hitting it with different stimuluses to not just annihilate your body, but stimulate your body. Because mostly training to be fit just annihilates your body, and that's why you feel like crap all the time. So you're actually going to feel good. You're going to move better. You're going to move like a human. It's supposed to be. There's no one way a human is. We're all humans. We all move different. There's no optimal. There's only what's optimal for you and practical for you. So stop trying to optimize these perfect movement patterns and all this GOTA and all this other crap. Move. You want to move well, but you're not going to move the same as me. You're built different than me. You have different experiences, different injury history, different shape, different bone structure, different everything than me. Hopefully, I feel bad if you look like me, but that's a whole nother story. So we're all different, but you can actually start moving like a human being's supposed to. Not aches and not pains all the time. Yeah, you're going to have that stuff because we are training. You're going to get injured. That's part of it. We can't prevent that stuff. But if you're training hard, you're training explosively, you're training athletically, that stuff is dangerous. You're playing sports. That stuff's even more dangerous because it's uncontrolled, whereas training is pretty controlled. And that's going to help us, again, feel good, look good, and move good. So we move like a human because we're training athletically, doing athletic things. We're not just going up and down or forward and back. We're going sides and circles and at different speeds and at different tempos and faster, slower, jumping. Again, you're doing all this awesome stuff because you're training to do that. You're training to be that weapon, that human weapon, that walking weapon, that everlasting athlete. But because you're only training, your mindset is so focused on being fit, you're not fit. Whereas training athletically is going to get you more fit than just training for looks alone, because you're going to be able to do all the things. And then it's just going to make your life better. It's going to grow your confidence because you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, dang, I look pretty good. Or your kid asks you to go play catch in the backyard and you're able to go throw with them and your arm doesn't hurt and you don't ache for 3 days and you're able to do it again and again and again, rather than, oh, I can't do it, or, oh, and then you see the disappointment on their face, which ultimately leads you to feeling bad and feeling shame and all these things. So it just leads to so many better things and just an overall better quality of life. That's my goal when I work with someone, is to help them build their best quality of life. And it's not just training to be fit, because I find that to be a big issue with a lot of people I work with is, oh, I just want to be fit. But that's truly not what they really want. That's not what you really want. You want to be able to play with your kids. You want to get around the house. You want to be able to do the chores. You want to look good, yes, but you want to also be able to do everything in life you love. Go on those hikes. Go on vacations, not worrying about wearing a t-shirt at the pool. Go play sports still into your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Be able to compete and just and live, not just relive that competitive aspect, that identity you used to have as a athlete, as a former athlete. And again, even get rid of that former, get rid of retirement. You're always an athlete. Athletic for life, be an athlete for life. That's what it's about. It doesn't matter what you're doing, or you don't have to be the greatest athlete, because all athletes get worse with age. I mean, LeBron's still pretty dang good at 40 something, but that's the that's the 0.0001% of the 1%. Yeah, because everyone starts to wear down, but they're still athletic. You still see all these former basketball players. They're now analysts like Jamal Crawford and VC and Melo and all these guys. They still hoop. You can't take the hooper out of them. They're not in the NBA anymore, but they're still hooping. They're still playing, whether it's with their kids or whatever. They still stick around because they know they're never going to not be athletic. And then you find the ones that do stop. That's when they wear down. That's when they get old, because they stop playing. Never stop playing. You should never stop playing. It doesn't mean you have to do it competitively, like in a league or anything, but I mean, in your training, you can play in your training with rolls and crawls and sprints and challenge yourself and setting goals and timing gates and things like that. Breaking PRs and setting new PRs and just challenging yourself and trying new things. Because that's going to keep you feeling young, going to keep you energized, and going to help you, again, live your best life and do everything in life that you really want to do and live that most fulfilled life. Because you're alive, but you're probably not living. You're just there. You're just there in life, sitting on the sidelines, wishing coach would put you in. But the problem is there is no coach. You are the coach. You got to put yourself in the game and get going and get started and start building that everlasting athlete. Start becoming athletic for life. So again, don't just train to be fit, because that's the biggest problem we have right now, or one of the biggest problems. There's probably a lot of other problems with nutrition and sleep, but that's a whole another video topic, or more video topics. But your training sucks because you're training to be fit. You're not training to be an everlasting athlete. You're not training to be or athletic for life. You're not training to be that walking weapon. You're not weaponizing your body to do all the things in life that you really want to do. So that's what I have for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you need help on this journey, if you want to get started on this journey, send me an email, trevor@tagpn.com, or visit tagpn.com. Click the apply button. We'll jump on a call. We'll get you started, get you signed up, get you your
your plan to be an everlasting athlete so you can ultimately build that life that you really want to be and become that weaponized body, become that weaponized human for good. And that's what we have. So be athletic for life. We'll talk to you again soon.